And this here box represents the inside of a house. I don't know, did I send you this video? Okay. So it's much more impressive in person than it is on a video. However, it still does the same thing. There's 5 technologies in the product. So it's going to charge the ions in the air, both positive and negative. And when we turn on the technology, it's going to charge those ions and it's going to force them together. And when they come together, they're going to become heavier than the air in this enclosed space, and they're going to drop down to the floor. So in 24 hours, if you've ever noticed when you have your the sun's coming through your house, you see those little bitty dust particles floating? In 24 hours, guaranteed, there will be no dust particles floating in your house. Now, they're still going to be there, but they're going to be on your floor and on the surface. So you still have to clean. Somebody said, well, who's going to clean it? I said, it's not a vacuum cleaner. You got to still clean your house. Okay, so pay attention, because there's no fan in here, and there's no way for this smoke to get out of this room. And when I turn on the technology, it's going to look as if there's a fan or something going on. And what's happening is those molecules are coming together and they're dropping out of the breathing space. Now, the Mayo Clinic, they say that 90% of all the doctor visits that people are going to the doctor for sinus issues are misdiagnosed, and they're sending them, treating them with antibiotics, and it's fungus-related symptoms. And it's like throwing fertilizer in a garden, okay? You don't treat fungus issues, mold and mildew symptoms with penicillin and things like that, okay? So that's pretty impressive, isn't it? All right, so we're going to turn that off. Now, earlier, you smelled this little paper towel, correct?
Yes, sir.
Pretty strong?
Oh, very
okay.
good, sir.
I want you to go ahead and smell it now. And it's still wet.
There is nothing.
Come on.
There is nothing.
Is it still wet?
It is wet, but there is no odor whatsoever.
John, you want to look at it?
Oh, I've done this.
Okay, so you've done it. All right.
Oh, my.
Is that amazing?
It is amazing.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So that is the technology. So the uniqueness about this device is not a device that the air has to go through the filter. Okay? It's active, pure technology. It's the strongest technology for surface and air cleaning in the world today. It's charging the molecules, it's casting them out, and they are landing on surface and air particles, and it's sterilizing. If you were to let me set this over here for a second. If you were to able to shine your camera inside of the device, you'll see a honeycomb cell in there and a light. That honeycomb cell is a catalyst, and it's taking the humidity that's in the air and it's converting it to H2O3, a hydrogen peroxide solution, and that is landing on the surfaces, and it is killing bacteria, viruses, mold, and germs. So all the people that have grandchildren and things, guess what? You can sleep easy at night, because if the kids are crawling on the ground, the germs are killed. They're dead. No nosocomial infections or diseases are being transmitted from one person to the other. The light switches, the remote controls that everybody touches, those are being cleaned. You can't put a cell phone through a filter, but yet as these particles are being cast out, it is sterilizing the surface area. So that, y'all have any questions?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's how that works. And it does 3,000 square feet. You don't have to move it from room to room. You say, well, how does it get in the back of the house? It's just like popcorn. You cook popcorn in the kitchen. Where do you smell it?
Everywhere.
Everywhere, okay?